Our legal systems are the bedrock of organized society, designed to provide structure and define justice. Yet, beneath this veneer of logic and order, lies a surprising stratum of statutes, laws that seem to defy reason, belonging more to folklore than jurisprudence. These aren't just forgotten relics, many remain active, capable of being enforced even in 2026. This documentary explores 25 such bizarre legal anachronisms, revealing how the past continues to shape the present in unexpected ways. How do such peculiar directives endure? The answer often lies in legislative inertia. Laws are rarely repealed simply because they become outdated or humorous. The political will and resources to comb through state codes for obsolete statutes are substantial. Often, these laws were enacted for specific, perhaps long forgotten, reasons: a public nuisance, a moral panic, or an economic concern. Once on the books, they tend to remain dormant but potent, curious testaments to moments in history. We begin in California, a state known for its progressive outlook. Yet, an ancient law casts a peculiar shadow: it is illegal for a frog to die during a frog jumping contest. This seemingly whimsical statute, likely inspired by animal welfare concerns, highlights a tension between human entertainment and the protection afforded to animals. It's a reminder that even in competitive sport, some boundaries are legally enshrined, no matter how small or green the participant. Also in California, a curious ordinance dictates spatial limitations for animal procreation. Animals are banned from mating within 500 yards of a school, church, or business. This law likely stemmed from a desire to maintain public order and decorum, perhaps when livestock roamed more freely. While rarely enforced, it paints a vivid picture of a time when the boundaries between wildness and civilization were more overtly policed, even for four-legged inhabitants. California offers another head-scratching regulation concerning new business owners: anyone opening a business cannot own a car with more than 2 wheels. This law appears profoundly out of step with modern commerce. It could be a misinterpretation, or a relic from an era encouraging specific vehicle types, or even a bizarre tax evasion prevention. Whatever its origin, it serves as a stark example of how highly specific, archaic legislation can linger, awaiting an unexpected challenge. From the Golden State, we travel to Hawaii, where even simple adornment falls under legal scrutiny. It is illegal to place coins in one's ears. This is one of those laws that seems to beg the question: what incident could have led to its enactment? Was it a health hazard? A bizarre cultural practice? Or a misguided attempt to prevent minor fraud? Its lack of clear historical context only adds to its mystique, a truly baffling prohibition. Continuing our exploration of Hawaii, we uncover a substantial requirement: all residents may be fined for not owning a boat. In an island state where the ocean is central to life, this law might appear a relic of a time when self-sufficiency was vital. Alternatively, it could be a misremembered statute. Regardless, the idea of a government enforcing boat ownership on every citizen, even those far from the coast, presents a truly unique legal quandary. Crossing to the East Coast, Delaware offers its own legislative eccentricity. Here, it is illegal to serve alcohol at a strip club. This law likely reflects a historical tension between adult entertainment and public morality, with lawmakers believing alcohol and nudity combined would lead to disorder. While many other states permit alcohol service, Delaware maintains this distinct separation, creating a unique environment for its adult venues. Also in Delaware, lawmakers turned their attention to pet aesthetics. Selling dog or cat hair dyes is illegal. This prohibition likely stems from animal welfare concerns, recognizing that artificial dyes could harm pets, cause allergic reactions, or be used cruelly. It's a proactive measure designed to protect animals from potentially toxic substances and unnecessary cosmetic alterations, even when confronting consumer trends. In Maryland, a rather amusing law clarifies that it is illegal to fine a chicken for crossing the road. This statute, while humorous, likely serves as a legislative preemption against the absurdity of citing animals for traffic infractions. It probably emerged from a historical context where farm animals wandered onto roadways, and authorities needed guidance on addressing such situations without nonsensical legal actions. Maryland presents two more curious public order laws. Firstly, it is illegal to eat in the street. This regulation likely aimed to maintain cleanliness and decorum in public spaces. Secondly, gambling on Sundays is illegal. This restriction clearly stems from historical blue laws, reflecting religious observances that sought to designate Sunday as a day of rest. Both illustrate how societal values of past eras become codified. Our journey takes us to Oregon, where even mundane tasks and personal expressions are regulated. Oregonians famously cannot pump their own gas, a law born from safety and job creation. In a more whimsical vein, it is illegal to sing off-key. This artistic decree, while rarely enforced, highlights a peculiar legislative interest in public aesthetics and noise control. These laws showcase a state unafraid to micromanage daily life. Still in Oregon, we find an astonishingly specific domestic regulation: dishes must be drip-dried. This law's origin is particularly obscure. It could relate to water conservation in a bygone era, hygiene concerns with towel drying, or a localized labor regulation. Whatever its genesis, it stands as a testament to the extent lawmakers can delve into daily minutiae. It remains a curious instruction for Oregonian households. Pennsylvania offers a pair of highly specific and visually absurd laws. First, it is illegal to sleep on top of a refrigerator outdoors. One can only imagine the incident necessitating such a prohibition. Second, any motorist encountering a horse must cover their car with a blanket. This speaks to a transitional transportation era, where early automobiles caused alarm to horses, and lawmakers sought to mitigate accidents. In Rhode Island, a law of disturbing severity states that biting off another person's leg is punishable by life in prison. While this is self-evidently a grave assault, the explicit mention of biting off a leg makes it stand out. It suggests a specific, perhaps horrific, past incident prompting such a graphic statute. It's a grim reminder of punitive law and how specific violence can be singled out. Rhode Island also dabbles in sartorial regulation. It's illegal to wear pantsuits after dark. This law is undeniably a relic of a deeply conservative past, likely aimed at policing women's attire and gender norms. Pantsuits, once unconventional, challenged societal expectations. The after dark clause suggests concern for public appearance or morality. It's a fascinating glimpse into how law once intertwined with social customs. Moving to Michigan, we encounter a law designed to prevent animal fraud. It is illegal to paint sparrows to sell them as parakeets. This specific prohibition points to a historical con, where unscrupulous vendors disguised common birds as more valuable ones. It's an early form of consumer protection, highlighting that even in pet bird markets, the law ensures fair trade and prevents deception, a colorful anecdote of profit motives. Michigan continues its blend of the practical and moral. It is illegal to sell a car on Sunday, a remnant of blue laws aiming to preserve Sunday as a day of rest and regulate commerce. More seriously, adultery is a felony. While rarely prosecuted, its felony status underscores a historical period when marital fidelity was a grave legal obligation. These laws reflect society's changing views on morality. Florida, the Sunshine State, paradoxically legislates against various forms of leisure. It is illegal to skateboard without a license, implying regulation for youthful spontaneity. Pigs are not allowed to swim in the ocean, a hygienic or environmental concern perhaps. And it is illegal to sing in a swimsuit, possibly a decorum law. These laws depict a state attempting to manage public spaces amid diverse recreational pursuits. Finally, we arrive in Arizona, where desert life inspires unique legal decrees. Donkeys cannot sleep in bathtubs. This wonderfully specific law almost certainly arose from an actual incident. More seriously, anyone who cuts down a cactus faces 25 years in prison. This severe penalty underscores the vital ecological and cultural significance of cacti, protecting these iconic plants from vandalism. These laws reflect a landscape where both the quirky and the sacred are enshrined in statute. As we conclude our exploration of these 25 unusual American laws, it's clear statutes are more than rules, they are time capsules. they reflect the fears, customs, and eccentricity of generations past. While many are rarely enforced, their existence reminds us of the peculiar journey of legal development. They underscore that law is a living, evolving entity, even when parts stubbornly cling to another century. They invite us to question, to reflect, and to appreciate the sometimes unpredictable nature of governance.